Good afternoon, welcome to Virtual FMR. My name is Clive Finnimore and this is Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. I've just noticed a big puddle to my left of water. No idea where it's coming from. It seems to be coming through the floor or through the wall, so we'll have to investigate a bit later on. How is everyone? Hope you've had a good day. I've been at work. It's been grey and wet here today in Cornwall. Let's get the treadmill moving. 30 seconds to go to the run starts. It's not touching the treadmill, so I'm not too worried, but it's a bit concerning where it's coming from. What? Oh dear. Here we go then. We'll be climbing 500 metres at 12% elevation. We'll start off at 5 kilometres per hour. Get the legs used to the incline, and then at the first arch we will start to jog. Bump the speed up to 5.5. Hello Laurie! Hiya! Laurie says, oh my god, hello, I'm so happy to be able to check in during a live stream. No run for Laurie today. Thank you for tuning in and saying hello, Laurie. Good afternoon, Paul Hayward, who's joined me in run tonight. I don't recognise anyone else there. There's about 5 or 6 of us in the run tonight. Laurie says, it seems like forever I've been able to watch live. How are you? I'm great. How are you? I'm a bit concerned and worried about this water seeping in through the floor or the wall next to me. But it doesn't seem to be moving. So maybe it's all this heavy rain we've had. Maybe there's a drain blocked. I'll have to go outside after the run and have a look around outside the house. Next door to me here is the kitchen, but it's at a slightly higher level and there's a cavity underneath it, which is a bit concerning because I've just spent a lot of time tiling the floor in there. So why is there water coming out? I can't even chop through to have a look underneath. Oh well. I did notice a blocked drain outside a couple of weeks back, but that was over in that corner and it's dry over there. On with the run anyway. Laurie says, that's worrisome about the water. I hope it's nothing bad, so do I. It's not moving, it's not a lot, but there's definitely something going on. Hi Paul. Here we go then, it's Thursday night, it's 5 PM UK time. It's time for Film My Run 500 with NoblePro. Paul's here with me tonight in the Beacon group. We are currently running at 5 kilometres per hour. Stephen should be here at 6 PM with 5k on my whoosh. Right after this stream finishes, about 10 minutes after, stay tuned and see how Stephen's computer reacts to a go on my whoosh. Hopefully all will be good. Good evening, Tina Beard. Hello. Tina's just joined us. I've got some worrying water around the bottom of my treadmill, Tina. Seeping through the wall or up through the floor. Can't work it out. I'll have to keep an eye on that. There's no water pipes. That's the only good thing. There's no water pipes in this area. There is above my head, but everything's dry up there, so. Paul Hayward says, hi, Tina. Laurie says, hi, Tina and Paul. Oh, God, Clive. Don't get electrocuted. No, luckily, it's not actually under the treadmill yet, but it's just down the side there. Paul says, hello, Laurie. Laurie's here with us tonight on the live stream for the first time in a long time. So excited to meet us tonight. Good to have you along. There's no wind outside tonight. It's very grey, very grey. There's a big black cloud up there. Maybe that's the culprit for this water. Nothing exciting at work for me today. Nice steady day. I've been pat testing, Paul. Electrical testing in the home today. For about a quarter of the way through. Spent about 7 hours doing it. Plugging in all the different electrical appliances in the residence rooms, in the kitchen, in the workshop. Making sure they've all got good earth continuity. And the little machine that I use says pass. If it says fail, we try again. Try on a different earth spot. If it says fail again, we have a look at the connections. And then we get rid of it. I've come across one extension lead so far, which failed. Everything else is all right so far. Tina says, my mum gets water coming through the concrete floor in her garage when it rains a lot. Well, let's just hope it's that, Tina. I mean, there's not a lot there, but there's definitely something going on. Around the edge. Between the floor and the wall, around the edge, there's nothing. The wall next to me is dry. There's nothing dripping down. So it's obviously coming up from somewhere. Or it's on the other side of this wall seeping through. However, I can also see the black plastic damp core stuff sticking through the wall there. So maybe it's coming from underneath, but just getting round that. You might be onto it there, Tina. That might be what it is. Here we go then. Next arch, inbound. Up to 5.5 pull. Up into the balls of my feet we go. And we start jogging up the hill. Tina says, the joys of rural living. Oh yes, indeed. I've just never noticed it before. I'm not going to mention it to Lucy, my wife. She'll go into instant panic. What are you going to do about it? She'll say, what are you going to do about it? There's not a lot you can do about it at this stage, I don't think. Just monitor it. See what happens. So what's everyone been up to today? I've been pat testing. No recording for Finimore's farmhouse. I did start making films yesterday, or mini videos to put together on a bigger one later in the week, of us building a big timber gazebo at work. We got the 4 posts in yesterday, concreted into the ground, 6x6, 8 foot tall. When the weather dries up again, we're going to start cutting the beams and putting them up. And then once we're finished, we can upload that little video. Tina's been in the gym. Fantastic, Tina. Walked the dogs and had a snooze. Oh, don't say that. I am absolutely knackered. My Garmin report this morning was poor sleep. I had 5 hours sleep, of which was very poor, apparently, according to Garmin. So my recovery time was about 18 hours. My body battery was down on about 50%. And that was at 6:30 this morning. So I'm feeling a little bit drained tonight. Paul's been to work as well. I think a little bit of dehydration. The main reason I didn't sleep properly last night, I think I mentioned it the other day, is I was drilling into the wall to secure a curtain rail board, and I pulled something between my shoulder blades. During the day, it's not too bad, it's alright because you're moving around. But I wake up about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, really uncomfortable. So the fact last night I had to take some paracetamol and ibuprofen to try and help me sleep. but it obviously didn't work because I'm knackered. Tina's training readiness is low, so she's not running tonight. I should really listen to the body, Tina, and take it a bit easier tonight. Paul's asking Tina, is that what her new watch says? Recommended workout for the day? Lie on the sofa and watch the telly. It'd be good if it did come up with that, wouldn't it? Training readiness low. Relax on the sofa. So we're chugging away up this hill tonight. Mountain Mash tonight is the route selected by Tina Beard. Thank you very much, Tina. 200 metres to go, Paul, to the next arch, the Beacon Group. Tina says, yes, Paul, it's her new watch telling her that, and she feels pretty tired. It's funny, it's good, isn't it? My watch is telling me I'm knackered today, and I feel knackered. I was actually 15 minutes to go before the end of work. I was sat in a room testing a radio, and I could have quite easily shut my eyes and fell asleep. It was a struggle towards the end of the day. I've just come home. I've had a couple pieces of tiger bread, butter and jam on toast. And a packet of salt and vinegar square crisps, and about 200 millilitres of fizzy drink, and I could have quite easily sat on the sofa and gone to sleep. Tina says my husband is now hooked on the stats on his watch. Tina's old watch was donated to her husband, who originally couldn't work out how to tell the time. He's now also addicted to the stats. But it's steps, isn't it? Heart rate and steps. How many steps can you do a day? How far have you run? That's how it starts. Paul says I should have pat tested myself. I think I would have failed, Paul. Lack of energy. Anthony Anderson says, I don't believe when my watch says my training readiness is rubbish. Had 8 hours sleep. Oh, up to 6 we go. Well, apparently I had about 5.5 last night, which was poor, Anthony. And that's probably why I feel quite tired tonight. I had a pain in the neck. My wife would say I am a pain in the neck. Well, that's what I had last night. I usually dream quite a lot, REM sleep, but I can't remember anything last night. I have had the odd dream about ultra running, that I'm either late for the start, miss the start, or I'm wearing like suit dress shoes and they're really uncomfortable and I'm trying to run 100 miles in them. Strange things, dreams, aren't they? Let's give Paul a ride on, shall we? Bring up the map, hit the circle. There you go, Paul. Ride on. So we're climbing this hill now at 6 kilometers per hour. 850 meters to go to the next arch. Heart rate 124, cadence 165. We're just over 14 minutes into the run tonight. Feeling okay, just a bit tired and concerned about the water seeping through the wall on the left here. The only thing I can think it could be is we do have dodgy block drains out in the courtyard, which is on the other side of the building here. There was a lot of rain last night, and maybe because the drains are blocked, the water's not running off quick enough and it's seeping through the ground and coming down to the garage floor level. I'll only panic if I come in here and actually stand in it. At the moment it's just a damp line along the wall line there. He says, with dreams like that, Clive, it makes me wonder what you put in your tea and coffee. It's probably the cheese I eat, Anthony. I'm terrible. Yes, so apart from having my full cooked dinner at work, which of course was today, chicken supreme with roast potatoes and vegetables, followed by rice pudding, jam, and a homemade cookie. No idea what it's going to be tonight, but I'm terrible for eating cheese and biscuits or cheese on toast or something similar around 8, 9 o'clock at night, just before bedtime. But I didn't last night. It was the pain in the neck that kept me awake last night, and it wasn't my wife. Sorry, Lucy, if you're listening. A stream within a stream, says Paul Hayward. Oh yes. Well, I hope it doesn't turn into a stream. Tina also often dreams about turning up for a race in inappropriate shoes. So my son, very jealous at the moment, currently up in the north of Wales, staying in an Airbnb up near Snowdon. And I think today he's trekked up to the peak of Snowdon. So wait for his Strava run or walk or hike, whatever it is, to appear at some point this afternoon to see what he got up to. I do like it up there. Last time I was up there was running UTS 50. A couple of years back. Absolutely awesome. Tina says, I've seen his trek up Snowdon on Strava. Is that today, Tina, or was that the one he did a couple of days ago, yesterday? But he's up there again today, going actually for Snowdon top. Maybe he's done it. I've missed the update. Today, so he's done it. I'll have to look at that later. I told him to make sure he takes a picture when he reaches the stone pillar on the top. He'll be happy when he comes back because his car's all fixed now. He had a little accident which scuffed up and caved in his front bumper. So whilst he's been away, it's been in the garage, it's been stripped down, new crash bar fitted, headlight fitted, fog light fitted, and all the plastics putting back on. And I think the mechanic used a heat gun to reshape his front bumper as best as he can. There'll still be a few scuffs on there, but Oliver's intending on taking the front bumper off and replacing it himself, but at least the car is now safe and drivable. He got his car stuck on top of the hedge. I had to go up with the Land Rover and pull him off. Luckily, he's okay, and he's probably learnt an important lesson. Don't rescue a spider that falls down from your roof when driving round a corner. So we're working our way up this hill tonight. Just over 200 metres left to go to the next arch. About 1.5 kilometres to go until Paul turns his fan on. It depends on how big it is. That spider, Anthony, it's probably still in the car. Apparently it dropped down in front of him, he tried to grab it. It then dropped down onto the handbrake area. He looked down. Next thing he knows, he was on top of the hedge. But a blackthorn tree stopped him from actually going over the hedge and down into the valley. So I went up with the Land Rover and pulled him off. Got it home. Paul Hayward's fingers poised, ready for fan ignition sequence at 7 kilometres per hour. No idea which park run I'm going to this weekend. The weather's not looking too good, so if it is forecast lots of rain, I'll probably go to Eden Project, my home run, and just get the park run done. We won't go to a new one because, as Tina saw from my video from last week's, the camera doesn't perform very well when it's raining. But I can still do a stats and a fast time-lapse video, which I'll upload to the Cornish Runner YouTube channel, where all the other virtual runs are and all the time-lapse runs are. And the good copies go to Virtual FMR, and the scrappy copies go to my own channel, the Cornish Runner. Here we go then, Paul. 6.5 kilometres per hour. Check your form, stand nice and tall, relax your shoulders. Slightly push your hips forwards. Bounce on the balls of the feet. Welcome to kilometre 3, it says on the screen. This is where it might get tasty. It's the 10th anniversary of Paul's local park run this weekend. So there's probably a big turnout, Paul. Congratulations to Paul's home park run. As he says, good job. We don't live in Australia. Spiders are much bigger out there. Yes, my brother David lives in Australia. He lives in Perth. He actually went, combining the two comments, to his first park run last Saturday in Australia, and he posted it to his YouTube channel, Finny's Moto, because it used to be his motorbike film YouTube channel where he used to go out on his Harley Davidson around Australia and film his little drives out and about. Now he's got a bit into sport this year, same as Oliver, my son, really. He's just done, I think he did a triathlon or something like that, which he put on there. And he also recorded his local park run. I think it's Queensland Park Run it was called. Very mountainous. And he's wrapped up in a winter jacket and woolly hat, saying it's freezing cold. And he's in Australia. It's their winter now, isn't it? But I didn't realise their winter got that cold. I thought it was always hot in Australia. Tina says there are so many deadly creatures in Australia. We've got the older adders here, Tina. They've started creeping out on the coast path trails on the hot days now. End of May, beginning of June, the adders come out. Have to watch where you're stepping when the grass is long. Nearly stood on one myself. Had to warn a couple of dog walkers coming the other way. Hopefully he's slithered off into the grass by the time they got there. "600 metres to go until Paul turns on his fan. In game, look, it's all snowy here up the mountains. But it doesn't feel cold. Currently 15.7 degrees centigrade here in the Cornish garage, with the stream running past me on the left. 48% humidity, which isn't too bad, seeing there's a water down there. Anthony asks if they're multiplying yet, or the adders. Tina says, oh yes. They can be fatal to dogs. We rarely see them here, but we do have them. Yeah, they like the Cornish. The problem is, out on the coast path, it's the footpath and the trails are the only bits that get in the sun on a hot sunny day. So the lizards and the slow worms and the adders, they all crawl out onto the trail to warm up in the mornings, which is when I'm usually running, early mornings. It's about mid-morning, you're most likely to see something like that. Once the coast trail gets busy with walkers, they tend to crawl away because they don't like all the activity. Oh, Haver can feel a dream coming on, running through a field of snakes. My mum hates that word. You can't say that word when my mum's around. She gets all weird. Snakes and rats. She hates it. So here we go then, approaching 300 metres to go into Arch. Pull fan on. And heart rate is 133. Cadence is 167. Approaching 29 minutes into the run already. 2.73 kilometres gone. And the time is just about 5:30. So Mr. C should be here in about 30 minutes. I don't think I've seen the run scheduled on YouTube yet. Anthony says, "You are welcome, Paul, to a field of snakes whilst wearing inappropriate shoes." It's funny because in the dreams I'm usually like flustered because I'm wearing inappropriate shoes, or I'm late for the start, lost the route. However, when I wake up, I'm always really disappointed that it wasn't real, even though I'm absolutely knackered in the dream. But it will be real in 3 weeks' time, running 100k on the 21st of July. Looking forward to it, not to the painful bit in the middle, but looking forward to the adventure. Did I just see it flash up, Tina? Laurie seen a small garter snake on my run on Tuesday. Stunning. Oh, stunning. I got my glasses on, Laurie, sorry. Sunning itself on the trail. Thankfully, no big, dangerous snakes here in Washington. They still make you jump though, don't they, when you see them? Grass snakes are pretty big. And they I've only ever seen one once, and that made me jump. Quite impressive. I thought a grass snake was like a slow worm, same sort of size, but when I actually saw it, it must have been about 3 or 4 foot long. Anthony says, "It's his age. It goes." His memory's gone. Let's have a look. I'm sure I saw something flash up. Oh, thank you, Paul. I didn't see the speed change then, but Paul said fan on, and I knew that was 7 kilometres to go. Here we go then, final 1,000 metres. Paul has activated his fan now. It's getting serious. I don't think it's scheduled yet. Oh yes, please, Tina. Tina says, "I'll send you a video, Clive. A huge grass snake swimming in my friend's pond." I didn't know they could swim. They're pretty big, aren't they? When I was working my old tank cleaning job, I was at the back of a primary school during summer leave, and there was some digging work, building going on in the field opposite, which must have disturbed it. And I walked out the back door, and there was this massive grass snake there. So we decided to put it in a bag and release it in the woods where it was quiet. And it made a proper hissing, spitting noise, and it was striking. I know grass snakes aren't poisonous, but they can still bite. And then it released this really potent garlicky smell, which I presume is like a self-defense mechanism they have. But we managed to bag him up and put him in the woods, and off he slithered into the long grass. The Thursday 3 with Mr. C is on the schedule now. What, on YouTube, Tina? And she said that looks like an epic run. They swim and eat goldfish, apparently. Grass snakes. Cool. Not cool for the goldfish, but I never knew that. Interesting factor there. So just checking me form, taking some deep breaths. Trying to bring my heart rate down a little. Currently 142. Just under 600 meters to go. Halfway through the 4th kilometre, Paul. 700 metres to the end. And then we'll drop our elevation to 0%. Bang the speed up to 10 kilometres per hour. And just shake the legs out for the final 800 metres on the flat. There's no one home tonight, so this can officially be a crafty run. I don't know where anyone is. I know Oliver's in Snowdon, climbing up to the pink. No idea where my wife or other 2 kids are. They weren't here when I got home from work. .300 meters, Paul. Here we go. I, of course, will be joining Mr. C at 6 PM if he's running on my whoosh. We'll be live streamed here to Virtual FMR. Stay on the channel. Join in the chat. Join us on my whoosh if you fancy a go. Come and have a look, see what it's all about. Runs exactly the same as Zwift on the same devices. Just seems to be a lot bigger package or app. Takes a bit longer to download. I've now got it on my Apple TV, Tina, along with Zwift. And I managed to turn off Mirror My Apple TV, which I had on before. So when I was deleting apps to try and make room for my whoosh, I was deleting the apps off the other 2 or 3 Apple TVs in the household, so I wasn't very popular. So in settings, there's something that says Mirror My Apple TV, so I've disabled that. I actually then deleted all the apps, tried to install my whoosh, and there still wasn't enough room on the Apple TV. As I've had the Apple TV for about 2 or 3 years, I thought let's give it a full system reset and wipe. So I wiped it, restarted it, and now Zwift and MyWash fit fine on it. So when I'm not live streaming, I usually run MyWash and Zwift on the Apple TV, which I will be at 6 o'clock when running with Stephen. Tina says, home alone, Clive? I bet that doesn't happen often. It doesn't. Oh no, there's always someone here. Anthony's asking me if I'm going to be racing tonight. I hope not. I'll only be racing if Tina's there. Here we go, Paul. 10 metres to go. 8 kilometres per hour for 200 metres. Stay light on your feet. Bounce up that hill. I've just hit 150, 152. I bet it drops back down again now. It usually does that. It's like a spike when you change the speed. There you go, 149, 148, 147. $100 meters to go. Go. Brilliant, well done everyone. Through the arch we go. Maximum heart rate 153 for me. Taking the elevation back down to 0. Elevation climb tonight, 560 metres. 516 metres. Taking the speed up to 10 kilometres per hour. Well done, Paul. Another FMR500 in the bag. So yes, coming up next on Virtual FMR, 6 PM UK time tonight, we have a MyWash run with Stephen Cousins, 5k nice and steady. Tomorrow we've got Bag That Badge at 6 PM UK time with Stephen on Zwift, here on Virtual FMR. Saturday, Sunday we go outside, cut the grass, have a rest, fall over on coast paths. And Monday I'll be back here again on Virtual FMR, running on MyWash for Manic Monday. Paul's maximum heart rate 141 at 11% incline. Really good that, Paul. Good work, buddy. Anthony says good run. Thank you, Anthony. Well done, you too, says Tina. Cracking running. Snakes and rats. Water coming through the wall. And all that. And turning up at ultra running events with inappropriate footwear. Thank you to NoblePro for supporting this event and sending me these t-shirts, which I wear on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Really appreciate your support. Check out the NoblePro link below in the description if you're looking for a new treadmill or upgrading a treadmill. Even has a 4% discount with Stephen Cousins' link. Any questions, just ask Tina. She's got a NoblePro and she loves it. He says, get your parrot to introduce the live stream. I would, if she could say it. I'll have to train. I'll have to record her doing a little whistle or something. She whistles The Simpsons. Maybe I'll just record her doing her thing and have it at the beginning. $250 meters to go. Much easier on the flat, innit, Paul? Heart rate down to 124. Talking about my parrot, she keeps phoning me up somehow. Somehow, she keeps saying Alexa. And my phone rings and it's a number from America. And I ignore it because I think it's a spam phone call. Well, it leaves a message. When I listen to the message back, it's my house noise and the parrot whistling and stuff, and me moaning in the background. So she's obviously, somehow she's calling my mobile through Alexa. I do hear her say Alexa, volume 4, Alexa, play. But she's saying something else, which is calling my phone. I'm just worried it costs money. It's got to be the parrot. It's happened twice before this run. It comes up Dallas, USA. And then when I listen to the recording, it's my parrot whistling. Here we go then. 4.99. 5 kilometers done. Well done, Paul. Well done to everyone that took part tonight. Awesome running. Good work, Paul. What have we got? About 14 minutes to go until Stephen goes live here on Virtual FMR on my Whoosh 5k. I'll be there running along in the background somewhere. Thank you, Anthony Anderson, Tina Beard, Paul Hayward. Laurie Paulsen, thank you very much for dropping in tonight. Really appreciate it. Laurie was so excited to come in and see the live stream. You have to come and run with us again. Thank you, Laurie. If you stick around, you can say hello to Stephen in about 15 minutes. Laurie says, good run, take care. Talk to you all soon, hopefully. I'll run with you again soon. We hope so. You look after yourself. I'm going to shut the live stream down, reset the treadmill, and start running again in about 13 minutes. So let's save that. Maximum heart rate 153. Save it to FMR. Anyway, have a good evening, everyone. I'll see you again here on the live stream on Monday, Manic Monday on my Whoosh. We'll be back here again tomorrow for Bag That Badge at 6. Have a good weekend. Take care and stay safe all. See you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.